let's judge these banned cards and see if they're worthy of being pulled off the list or not. Hey there everyone, and welcome back to an ongoing series where we take a look at the TCG ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh! And see whether or not any of the cards can come off the ban list with or without changes. So today we'll be taking a look at comments from before, starting with one from the second video. This is from Harris Plosky 171. I butchered that, most likely. Anyways, the comment is about Blackwing Dragon and Lifestream Dragon being the weakest Signer Dragons. The major thing that makes Lifestream Dragon effectively the weakest one is you have to jump through a couple hoops, and the effect isn't even a quick effect. So that's why that card is the weakest. Now, as far as Blackwing Dragon is concerned, honestly, if it's secondary effect, which would knock opponent's monster's attack points down and dealt damage, was a quick effect, it'd be way stronger. And that's pretty much the only reason why it might be not like high up on the list. But regardless, it does have a assault mode, but I'd rather it have more support than that. Even the updated support for it wasn't, I don't know. It's just, I'd rather it be something akin to like actually using the effect as a quick effect. So yeah. Anyways, from last week, Tenebrae 17 talked about the cards that we were discussing. Masterpiece, yeah, even with any sort of effect, it's just annoying, I will agree. It doesn't matter. Magical Science with it's stronger than say. The easiest way to put it once per turn on it, and might be necessary restricted. I want to say I did mention the once per turn. I don't recall if I did say something about non-effect monsters. I think I might have mentioned negating the effects, but I don't 100% remember. But we were pretty much on level. Yeah. Yeah, I do agree. Not being able to have like a crap ton of link material on the field for 1,000 life point cost is very, very necessary. Okay, so for the third comment, Dragon Link used Linkaros. Yeah, I had to look up Dragon Link. It considering I never heard of that deck, and its various iterations. So yeah. Yeah. At least until there's like a really good fix for it, even limiting the amount of tokens it could bring out, I don't know, I don't think would even solve it 100%. Maybe a part of the way, but not 100%. And for the last one, Level Eater can't be used. Okay. I don't exactly remember what I said, but I do recall going, oh yeah, just have it like once per duel or something like that. But I do agree that limiting it to things as not link material would solve it nearly 100%. As most overlay monsters are higher than level 1, I think it was. So yeah. But there are some decent to at least okay level 1, rank 1 overlay monsters. So, but yeah, I will agree. putting the errata cannot be used for link material does solve it even more so than what I thought last time. So, yeah. And before we actually get into today's cards, there's actually one last thing I wanted to talk about. And recently, well, not recently, this past weekend, they had just brought out the new ban list, and I had to laugh because they put in two of the cards I had just talked about, those being Catapult Turtle and Kaiser Coliseum. More so the former than the latter, considering they had just found a new OTK with Catapult Turtle over in the OCG. So, yeah. Anyways, with that said, let's jump into today's cards. And to kick off today, we are going to be taking a look at Mass Driver. So Mass Driver is a continuous magic card, and its effect is tribute one monster on your side of the field to inflict 400 points of damage to your opponent's life points. This card got banned because of its ability to continuously tribute monsters on your side of the field, along with, I believe it was an OTK strategy that combined it with Cannon Soldier, if I'm not mistaken. And it's kind of funny because Cannon Soldier is actually featured on the card itself. So, can Mass Driver come back to the game? In its current form, and the fact that Link monsters are a thing and have been a thing for a while, no, along with tokens as well. So, what kind of change should Mass Driver get to have it come back into the game? Well, I would say, originally I thought once per turn, but no, there's actually a better idea for this card, and it's to drop its power a bit. Not the amount of damage that it could deal, but to drop its status from a continuous magic card to a single-use magic card. So it would just go straight to your graveyard after the initial activation, and that's it. Now, with that out of the way, how many cards would be, how many copies could this card come back at? Honestly, if it's just a single-use magic card, I could see it being back at least 2, maybe even 3, because of its limited power from continuous to single-use. I'm rather confident in that. So, yes. The next card we will take a look at for today is Math Mech Circular. So, Math Mech Circular is a level 4 light Cyberse effect monster. And its effect is, you can send one Math Mech monster, except Math Mech Circular, from your deck to your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can only attack with one monster for the rest of this turn. If a Math Mech monster is normal or special summoned to your field while you control this monster, except during the damage step, you can add one Math Mech magic or trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Math Mech Circular once per turn. Anyways, so this card was used for an OTK strategy within its own archetype. I believe people used it to turbo its way up to Sigma, I believe it was. And Sigma is a nasty beast to deal with. especially with self-protection from everything except for its own archetype. I still hate the card. So can Circular come back? No, I don't want to have to face Sigma again. And honestly, I think we're at that point where we can just move past this archetype. But with changes, can there be a decent change? I really, honestly don't know. I could probably say either cannot summon from the extra deck, or effects are negated from the card summoned. But I don't know if that would solve it completely. So this is more of a workshop sort of card. So yeah. With that said, I really don't know, and I don't really want to find out without any changes for it to come back. So yeah. Next card is Max C. So Max C is a level 2 Earth Insect Effect monster. And its effect is, during each player's turn, you can send... during either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, immediately draw one card. You can only use one Max C per turn. So a lot of people would do this, and they would go at least +1 if they were able to draw something. And it would also question the opponent if they want to play a little game within the game. Now on Duel Master Duel, people have taken the Maxi challenge and have gone to the lengths of decking the opponent out in various ways, such as the old school normal Magic card destruction. Yeah. And other various methods to outdo Maxi, like Exodia, for example. So nowadays, honestly, I can see this coming back with the idea of how people play around this on Master Duel. And as far as how many copies, I'd say 1. If there were to be any changes, no, actually, this is about as good as it can be, other than maybe changing it from your hand to the graveyard, from your hand to the banish zone. But, still, I can see this coming back. It's not that bad. You have to just know how to play around drawing cards. I mean, you got an easy... whatever. Anyways, with that said, let's go into today's last card. Here we go. And today's last card, Mecha Phantom Beast Aurora Dawn. I believe I pronounced the last part right. Anyways, it is a Link 3 Wind Machine Link Effect monster, and it requires two or more machine monsters. If this card is Link summoned, you can activate this effect. Special summon 3 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. Machine, Wind, level 3, 0 attack, 0 defense. Also, you cannot Link summon for the rest of this turn. Once per turn, you contribute up to 3 monsters, then apply one of these effects, based on the number tributed. 1 destroy one card on the field. 2, special summon one Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your deck. Or 3, add one trap from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so I believe this card was used. Okay, so basically this card can extend into multiple negates. I forget which ones, but yeah. Now, in order to problem solve Auroradon, honestly, I would say just blanket cannot summon from the extra deck. Now, I know there are monsters in the main deck that can negate, but you have to tribute out to get them. So, I want to guess that might be the best solution for this card, which is cannot extra deck summon whatsoever. Since I believe people would, players would use synchro monsters. Either that or overlay monsters, I forget. So yeah. Either way, I think it could, with the major errata of you cannot extra deck summon for the rest of the turn. So that would put the tokens on edge as far as like if they're able to survive or not. So yeah. If not, then I don't know. Either way, that is going to do it for me today. Next time we will take a look at the next set of cards from the list. But until then, everyone, happy dueling.